Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We are back today, boys. We have more market crash action, and your boy made some moves overnight. So I do want to share those with you guys. If you enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. We bought some of the new cards. I bought Babels at 90. I just sold 6 Kessies at 194, which I bought at 170. And then I bought Koulibaly's at 310, and right now he is still only 330. So that one didn't really work too well. I mean, he's 330, so it's 5K, but he was 380 yesterday. I thought the rebound would be bigger. But, man, boys, it continues, man. It continues with the selling. We're not getting a ton of sales. You know, we've got our cards listed up, but we're not getting a ton of sales right now. Yeah, boys, it is a bleak and it is a tough market. There's not a lot of people buying. There was a rise last night at Squad Battle Rewards. I actually recorded a video, but I was like so tired, so I just stopped recording. But I bought Suns. I bought 20 Suns at 80K and sold at 95 after Squad Battle Rewards. The panic on some meta golds before Squad Battle Rewards last night was absolutely insane. It was crazy. Like, we're talking like I got Joe Gomez's at 70 and sold at 85. I mean, the drops were like 15 to 20K in an hour. So I mean, that's really what we're looking at, man. That's the kind of the prices and the demand that we're looking at. Right here we have, we're tried out promos. We also bought, guys, I bought like 14 or 15 Ollie Watkinses at 53 last night. I just felt like that was also too low. So I went for that. I'm looking at Lozano right now, man. Lozano's my favorite investment from this team of the week. And he's getting to a price where, and this promos also didn't work. He's getting to a price where I'm really comfortable buying in. I think that 125, 120 mark is crazy low for that card. We're going to list up Ollie Watkins for 61. That's actually a really nice profit when you think about it. So we're going to start today, guys, our Black Friday Market Crash series. This is going to be the first episode, man. We're going to label it now because this has been going on now for a couple of days. I think it's fair to say that we are definitely in a Black Friday Market Crash series situation. And it's enough of a crash to be able to label this video as doing something like that. Now, what I want to do real quick is take a look at Lozano. I want to go take a look at this guy. I really think he's too low right now. I mean, Flippin has him at, I think it's 120, I think like 128 right now. I want to see on the market, are there like lower 120s popping up? Because if there are, I'll go broke on that. That's too low. But let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. I can't find this guy on my phone or my web app. It literally just doesn't work. So right now, does he have any here? No, he does not have any there. So what we're going to do is search a little bit higher. We're going to go like this. We're going to get rid of the basic filter. There may be more cards because of that, but we're going to get rid of the basic filter. Look at the amount of people listening to 83 Lozano for the 85. I'd be curious to see how many of these 83 Lozanos this week actually got bought. So the way we're going to run the series, guys, we're going to take a look at a group of players every single day. That's kind of how we'll do it. We'll take a look at the same players every single day, and we'll kind of see how they reacted to certain things on the market, what happened. Instead of just generic market watches, what we're going to have and try to have every single morning for you guys is a Black Friday Market Crash series. I want to do this series until Black Friday, and I want to talk about moves. I also want to do live trading on it. I want to show you guys how I'm like looking into this market, what I'm seeing, and what looks good and what doesn't look good. So if you guys are excited for that, man, well then come on in and join me, man, because I'm definitely excited. I like this Lozano on 127, man. I'm gonna pick that one up. I'm definitely in for that. I gotta also make sure that I'm not buying the wrong version. And of course, my console is all messed up, man. This happens like, I'd say like 1 out of every 15 videos where like it gets all scratchy and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at a couple really popular players. That's what we'll start off doing. The first player will be Kylian Mbappe. That's the first guy I want to take a look at. So Kylian Mbappe, man, this is an interesting card because he is one of the most in-demand cards in this game, and he is going to be one of the real predictors for what is going to happen with this market. When he actually starts flying is when I would expect the rest of the market to trail this guy. Now, he was 1.5 this weekend. On Saturday, he got down to 1.33. Then he went back to 1.37. And right now, as you guys can see, he's a 1.3, so he's very low. But this is arguably the most in-demand player in FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. In my opinion, you could argue that Mbappe is the most in-demand player. Now, what kind of drop are we looking for here? Historically, in my eyes, with a game that has a lot of coins, you're not going to get more than a 30% drop. So what is 30% of 1.5 mil? All right, 30% of 1.5 mil is, my guess is like maybe 300K. No, I can't do math. That's 450,000 coins. So right now, Mbappe's down 200,000 coins. Can I see him going down another 250K? Absolutely not. But can we see him probably going down to maybe like 100, 1.2 at the lowest? I could see that. I could see at the lowest Mbappe hitting a 1.2, 1.2, 3, 1.2, 4, and 1.25. That's how much more wiggle room I think we have with this market. That would be my absolute like lowest point, 1.2 for that card. He's too in demand to go under that price. Now let's take a look at Neymar. Neymar has been a mill for a while, and he's not budging. So Neymar is not budging. I think the lowest hour for Neymar you're going to see is maybe like 960, 950, 970. I don't think you're going to see it, though. I think it's impossible. I don't think he's going to go under that range. I think it's impossible. I think that he's holding this 1 mil number, and it's not going to go. It's not going to go. It's not going to budge. It doesn't look like it's budging. So that's when we'll watch. He's at 101. Ronaldo was also interesting because last night I saw Ronaldo went back up, and his lowest was 133. So he's 137 now. This is interesting because his lowest so far is actually on Saturday at 133. And now he's 137. So that one is definitely pretty interesting to look at. I think also we could take a look at some other like out of packs cards. I think this Paul Pogba, yes, is he overpriced? Absolutely, but people still pay the big bucks for him. And to see him not getting panic sold that much is quite interesting. Still only still 920. So that's an interesting one. But another one we could take a look at that's I think a really good look. I think are two of the left mids, man. I think Son and Martial. Son and Rashford. I think looking at these two guys is very important. I think these two guys can tell a lot of a story. This guy's Son was 80 last night before Squad Battle Awards. I don't know if he's going to get that low again. He does have the chance to, though, because now he's 95, right? So if he gets another hour where everybody's bugging out, there's a really big chance that he could drop, again, another 5-10% and get to that 80 price again. But that was really low. We'll have to watch that. Rashford's another one that this is probably like the most in-demand player in the game in terms of like budget. He's like top popular in flipping all the time. Lowest I saw this guy sitting last night in the market was like 208. That's the lowest. 208 was the absolute lowest I saw. Right now he's 217, 218, 219. So he's up a little bit. That's for sure. It's going to be, so that's up like maybe like 10K. It's going to be very interesting to see, guys, how the market works this week, because if there's no content today or anything crazy, I wouldn't be surprised if some people started buying back in. That's what I wouldn't be surprised with, because the physical amount of selling, I just don't know how much more the physical amount of selling is going to grab the market down this week. My prediction when we take a look at the market in the general scheme of things, I think the market may be in a standstill this week. But I do think some investors and people are going to start buying back into specials after 1 p.m. today, maybe a little bit tomorrow. And then I think gold medals will be the best time to buy is on Wednesday. I think the market's going to go up a lot on Thursday. That's my thoughts. And then I think you're going to have wave 2 of panic selling next weekend, where there's going to be a lot of market uncertainty again next weekend. There's going to be a rise because people are going to go play Weekend League again, but there's going to be a lot of market uncertainty. And I think you have next weekend is your opportunity as well. And then I also think you have this opportunity on Friday morning of Black Friday. That's when you have another opportunity to go ahead and strike. I think that Fridays, there's going to be a lot of panic in the morning, a lot of supply. And eventually, I think after 1 and after all the lightning rounds and stuff, or during the lightning rounds, I think the market's going to start to go up. But I think generally, it's going to be very interesting to see that. And what I'm noticing in a big trend that I'm seeing right now in the market is that I'm seeing people selling teams and then moving on and getting away from their teams and going into SBC fodder. Now, this is a good reason for traders and for people in the market. This is actually really good because overinvestment is going to go away. These people are going to go away. And in terms of the flipping and the trends, they should be very natural. It's very super realistic trends, super anything that's a panic sell is just generally going to be a panic sell. It's not going to be a too many investors sell, anything like that. I'm going to my club right now and taking a look at any of these cards that I have. I have this Ollie Watkins still, which I actually did buy at 60. That was a buy yesterday. I'd never listed him. And then you guys can see here we got this Koulibaly, which I bought at 315. So we need a little jump on Koulibaly. That's what we need today, boys. And I think as well, like, icons are also a really, really important thing to look at. I think that these icons are gonna largely get price corrected for the next bit of time. This Butragueño was like 185 last weekend. I saw him at 164 in the market yesterday, and I didn't buy him because I was like, that's gonna go lower. I didn't like it. I'm stuck right now with the Dalglish. I bought a baby Dalglish at 127. He's like 1.3. I can't really sell him. And then if you take a look at the top tier guys, I mean, these guys are dying. But I think what we have to consider as well is that we may actually have a base icon SBC coming out with Black Friday. But again, Black Friday's not this weekend upcoming. That's what I think is so interesting. Like, there's no Black Friday coming up this weekend upcoming. It's not this weekend. It's the weekend after this weekend, which the selling is so early. It's so early that there's no way that we're just going to go down for 2 weeks. And that's why I'm trying to time this thing, because the selling started Saturday afternoon. We're almost in a 48-hour period of still selling from Saturday. And I just don't know how much longer that's going to actually go on before people say, wait, I have to play, or wait, something clicks. And then again, I think something that's going to be really interesting to monitor this week with the market. I'm really interested to see how Serie A stuff does this week. I know a lot of people now are talking about that, but we've been saying that since Saturday or Friday, since this came out. These objective cards really dictate to certain things with the market. That's why, for example, when I did my overnight flipping and I bought 8 Kessies last night at 170 and now just sold at 195, the reason he rebounded is probably because the objectives helped a lot. People doing these objectives, it probably actually helped a lot. And that's something that we can look at as market dictators, right? Just things and objectives and simple things like this that can really swing the market in a good or a bad way. So I think that's something really interesting to look at. And I think another card that I really want to look at real quick is Rashford's inform. Marcus Rashford last night when I was going to sleep was 675. I didn't have coins, but that was so low. I can't see him really still being that price. No, he's not. So he went back up. He's 720 now. But this card, again, this is a great example of a card that gets panic sold and panic bought a lot. He's in that category with all these panic sellers, man. This guy goes up and down so much. So yeah, boys, that's going to be it. What we're going to do in this series, we're going to take a look at cards every day. We're going to talk about the market, what we expect, what happened in the market. And that's the plan for the series, man. It should be a lot of fun. So if you guys are excited for it, toss a thumbs up. We also got Felipe Anderson, which I'm actually going to complete because he's only 40K. And I think it's a dope card. And I love these live cards. So it's only 40K. I'm probably going to end up doing this. I hope EA brings more player SBCs. I hope we get a Europa League SBC today. That's my plan, but it probably won't happen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, man. Appreciate it, guys. See you guys later. Peace.